down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Hello, you tuned in to What? The Savvy Radio Show. My name is Stephen VanCauwenbergh. I'm excited that you are listening to part 2. So let's just recap what episode number 625. Can't believe I made it that far. Man, and what's going down in April 2020, COVID, whatever, part 1. So number 1, I'm learning again, getting back into the game of education, and that's what you need to be doing again and again. And your style, number 2, may not be like someone else's style. So even I have 3 different children at the house, and each one learns and applies and is motivated in different ways. You've got to figure out what works for you and apply it as soon as possible. Number 3, this is a recap from episode 625. Number 3 is what? Don't wonder why things are happening. Stop wondering and stop doing. Go back to the episode. I think I go off a little bit on that one, but the reality is why you fat, right? You're fat because you overeat. You know why? Don't wonder. Stop doing it so you can move on and grow. Number 4, you can reprogram how you learn. And that's just my big thing right now. I'm struggling on some hard subjects, just becoming a better investor. And so you got to read more books. You got to consistently be growing, whatever it is in your life, but you got to reprogram how you're doing it. Number 5, rewire your brain. You've been, 46 years old. I've been doing it one way. Now I'm trying to do it a different way. Number 6, works cost more than you think. Workers, not works, workers. Hey, number 7, it's all about your mental game. That's what I've been working on right now. How to overcome these situations. I always have heard this before, and you may have or may not. But, why does the guy from Coca-Cola make $3 million a year? Because he's making better, harder decisions. He's solving bigger problems. The bigger problems that you solve, the more money that you make. Work on your mental game. Number 8, Peloton life change. I'm about to go into that here in this next episode. Change for the better. You got to be change better. Use technology. Number 10. And I ended up abruptly. I don't know why, but, now I'm on episode number 626. And the first thing right out the gate, number 1, is get a trainer. Now, listen, I don't understand, why people think this is expensive. And I posted the other day, buy your life back, buy your time back. Health, if you're dead, it does not matter. Now, if you're the ambitious guy or gal out there and you could just exercise and you don't need no help, I'm that guy. I'm disciplined. I get it on, but I'm telling you, my game has elevated to the next level because I hired a trainer. Now, it's expensive. It stings me, but it got me going. And it could be just temporary. You could just need a trainer temporarily, but you need to get someone on your team ASAP Ricky to push you to the next level. Maybe it is in real estate. There was some time I just coached a guy for 2 sessions and his whole deal, and he went and bought 30-something houses over a short amount of time. You never know what's going to be the catalyst, what's going to be the lock, the one digit that's going to turn everything for you. But you can't do it alone. Sometimes you got to pay. Sometimes you can partner. But even if you partner with someone, it may not be everything you want it to be. But what I do, and I heard this from an investor I was hollering at the other day. Homeboy said, man, I've been listening to your podcast, and I'm tired of hiring the flunky people. I'm only going to hire the professionals. I'm telling you, I see that every day of my life. Every time, because I'm trying to be savvy or trying to save $1 and try to hire some dude on the side. It always just seems to get crushed over time. Hire the very best person that you can afford. Hire a trainer. And listen, it's not about the money. You can find a rookie trainer that will do it for $25 for 1 hour or $10 an hour, but your life will change when you add it up together. When I ask somebody, would you pay $5,000 to lose 50 pounds? I'm telling you, everyone would raise their hand. You'd figure out, you'd go get a job. You would do whatever it would take to do it, why don't you do it? There's somebody in your market that's a brand new trainer. They just graduated from school or online, and they need someone to practice on, and let that be you. Okay. You know what's so crazy? When I wrote the book, The Savvy Landlord, somebody asked me to coach him. I was like, okay. And there's this dude in California. I had no idea what to charge. Why did he choose me? Because I wrote a book. It was just a life experience, and I only charged that dude $50 a month, and I met with that dude 1 hour every week. Now it was during the time, with virtual wasn't as hot, and he was in California. His numbers are way different, and I don't know if I impacted that dude. It didn't last long, about 6 months, but I got my ducks in a row, and I figured it out, and I tried. There's someone that wants to be a coach out there, a trainer that's new, and let them practice on you. You have and you need that accountability, whatever it costs. Trade with the dude, and I'll get into that. Oh, that's another episode I got rolling pretty soon about making some side hustle, making some money. Number 2, all right? I think it's number 2. I don't even have these numbered, but Instacart. Listen, I know you had to have your groceries delivered, or you had this quarantine issue and you can't do nothing. Man, I hear you. I feel you. I understand. And so I had to push myself, and I got this thing called Instacart. I know it's been around, and I'm known to be this technology wizard dude. Yeah, whatever. I don't usually do things. I haven't researched, and I just pulled the trigger and started. Man, Instacart is the best. Bam! By far. I even tested it out for fun. Within 2 hours, they deliver my groceries, even during this epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. And for fun, even during this time, I even was out and about. I had to go to a closing, and I rolled by the grocery store, and I timed myself. I just kind of cruise through the aisles, acting like with my mask on, act like I'm somebody special. Oh, I need that. And it came out to like 45 minutes. I'm like, then you got to think about 20 minutes to get there, 20 minutes back, 30 minutes there, 30. Man, it was about 2 hours. In Instacart, the total cost, and I don't have to leave my crib, it's less than $10. What is your time worth? I'm telling you right now, everything in my world is going to be delivered. Even the other day, I went to Best Buy curb service, and I got it within 1 hour. I mean, I ordered the thing on the there. I ordered what I needed, clicked the button. 10 minutes later, your order's ready. I drove up there. They asked me my name, and they hand me what I needed. That's the future. Weight loss. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to do the BEBE, best body ever. Here's the deal. We only got one life to live. You might as well live it hard. I mean, I'm telling you, the first 40 years of my life, it's just shambles, hot ups and downs, overeat, down, doing this, not honoring what my gifts and talents are as a human being and my athleticism. And I'm about it right now. And it's not easy. Let me tell you right now, I'm counting calories. I'm trying to dial in on my body, what works, what doesn't work, what snacks I'm taking. I'm even having a journal. I may even release a journal one day. I don't even know if it would help somebody, but what food I like, when do I eat it? What happens to my body when I ingest this stuff? When I'm sore, do I take cherry juice? Do I take turmeric? Do I take black pepper? I'm serious. Dial in on something that you have been neglecting for so long. And maybe it is your weight loss. Maybe it is your finances. Maybe it is your relationship that you haven't, communicated to your honeybee or to your husband. Hey, man, I don't like that you do this. And just have an open conversation. Here's the key that I figured out in this last couple of years. Schedule a time. And now, after 9 p.m., you can't talk to me. I just shut down around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But when it gets to about 8, 9, we can't have nothing serious. Schedule something with your spouse, your partner, and tackle it together. See, listen, I'm struggling with this food, weight gain, beer, alcohol, whatever the vice or whatever it is, jump on it. All right. My next one is I'm studying accounting. What subject are you studying that's going to make you a better person? Think about it. I'm going to hit pause right there. I'm not going to hit pause. I'm going to marinate on it. What's something that you really need to do that will really empower you or your business? What could make you a better investor? Is it that you're lacking in construction? Is it lacking in business? Do you have a financial statement together in your life, in your business, in your family? Do you have a budget? Study it. Study whatever it is that you know that you should be doing and make a commitment, 20 minutes, 30 minutes every day, and crush that mess. Now, here's some things I'm struggling with. I'm struggling to perform. During this epidemic, I'm from the old school mentality. You ain't nobody unless you working hard, or you ain't nobody until you put 40 hours in. What I realized at 46 years old and the position that I'm in today with this fortunate of real estate, I struggle with performance. I'm an results-oriented individual. And that sounds real glamorous and exciting if I was coaching you, because like when you want to hire me or whatever, I'm like, listen, I don't need your money. It's about results. And I realized just recently, I think I put that pressure on myself, that I'm trying to get some kind of, that I'm not putting the time in. And I realized the other day the Lord spoke to me, and I had 2 amazing calls with 2 staff members because, we're separated. And I was just authentic with these 2 staff members, and, and I asked the hard questions no one wants to ask. Do you like working here? Where do you see yourself in so many years, months? What does it look like? What's your dreams? What's your goals? And what I realized is that I did the job I was supposed to do. It didn't yield me dollar bills. It wasn't another deal on Facebook. Hey, I need one more deal this month and I'm going to be special, right? Sometimes you don't have to perform with numbers. You don't have to have X amount of units. I'm telling you, whoever's chasing units out there right now, if you're over leveraged, if you're not managing them right, if you don't know the skills that you need to produce as an investor, you're going to collapse. I'm just letting y'all know right now. So I realized, because I've been lied to my whole life, that you have to have a degree or you got to be this title. And I'm just learning to realize that it's so much on performance. It's about life. I know that's so cheeseball, but that's what it is. That's what it is. It really doesn't matter that you have 20 units or 10 units. Are you living the best life that you can live? And I wish I could quote Les Brown right now. Les Brown is all over me right now. You don't want to live a bad life. You don't want to come back and I wish I could have did this. Making more money is just magnifies who you are. It's what you're able to do. If you really love your job and you enjoy your job and you're contributing to society, then there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be a super zillionaire to have self-worth. So me personally, I'm struggling to perform, and I realize that I don't just have to go out and kill another lion or buy another deal. I can just be content with just loving on my family. Just be content on the position that God has put you in. Be content on who you are, not what you want to become. That's going to make you do something that maybe that's not what you want or you need to be. So what I'm trying to articulate, which is not coming out exactly how I wanted to, I was struggling to perform. And I realized I don't have to perform. I just have to live and live the best life that I can. And I hope that you do that too. Here's another thing that I'm learning. I know that was all over the place. I started getting deep. I don't know. Before bed, all right, I've changed up my, of course, I have a lot of time to think and relax here in this epidemic, whatever. And before bed, I've been listening to Audible. I've been listening to Jim Rohn. I've been practicing my breathing, my meditation, and I've also been rocking this app called the Pause app. You just type in search Pause app. It's really impacted me just to relax and enjoy the moment, enjoy the situation, enjoy what you're doing, and not be all loose sleep over something that's not real and true. So before you go to bed, be intentional before you go to bed. Try not to, maybe not even read, maybe not even watch TV. Like, seriously, take some time. Know that you're going to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Know that you're going to go to bed at 10 o'clock or whatever time, midnight. Set yourself up for success. Get a phone, not your phone. Try to get a different device. Get some headphones and just relax and get the personal development inside of you so you can grow, so you can be the best you can be. So I mentioned this earlier quickly. You need to be a catalyst for somebody else. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I just popped this in my head and I write it down. But I was like, can you be a catalyst for someone else? Can you make a phone call for someone? Can you call someone and maybe help them with an interview? You know, the other day, I had to let a staff member go. This is before the epidemic. And, I was only paying this dude about $2 G's to work here. And, I was like, hey, man, the business, at this one entity, the business is changing. It's not working out. And this guy's cool as a fan. And I was a catalyst for him. Now he doubles. He makes $4,000 a month. And the catalyst that I did for him is help him with his resume and helped him in a position where he can thrive in his new job. The job that he was working for me, he did okay, but he could do a lot better in a different position. And it wasn't even it was just the nature of the business that we were trying to run, which wasn't going as well as we anticipated. And he's a phenomenal guy. And I was a catalyst for him. Can you be a catalyst for someone else? Can you write a letter for someone else? On Facebook just recently, this dude just been blowing me up, asking me questions about health and fitness, which is kind of cool, which I've always been in my mind, an athlete. Maybe my body didn't represent my mind, but now my mind and my body are in sync. And, you got these devices, the Garmin watch, and he was asking me these pretty good questions. Am I a catalyst for him? Am I willing to take the time to answer his questions and put him in the right direction? How can you be a catalyst for someone else? All right, here's another one. Paper and pen, old school. I've been struggling back and forth, and maybe it is what's going on. I'm not in the routine that I used to be in. My life has completely changed physically, emotionally. And I just can't seem to get motivated about certain things. Like I'm motivated about one thing and something that I used to be super motivated on, like writing books and teaching classes and real estate and these other areas that have been such a joy for me these last 20 years are labors. And then other things, new ventures. And I'm a super entrepreneur in my mind. Like I chase shiny things like everyone else. Like I'm not talking about materialistic like cars. I'm talking about businesses. I like to start businesses like people like to buy underwear. That's how I like to roll. My underwear is bamboo, and that's how we do it here in Oklahoma City. But what I realized is that you got to figure out what is going to get you on the right track. What's going to get you to move the ball forward a little bit. And what I realized the other day, because I've been struggling, paper and pen. Paper and pen works. Bang, bang. I just started writing down some of my goals. I started writing down some of the things that I wanted to get accomplished, maybe even a to-do list. And I could just see the endorphins in the back of my mind and just motivate me. And I was like, man, so I wrote this down. Pick up a pen and paper and just write. Just like write some of your goals, some of your dreams, maybe some thoughts, maybe a journal, and a little less on the digital. I'm serious. Like try to get like way less on the digital. And I think that we just get overstimulated on the digital side, and just practice with me, some little old school with me, and just not worry about it. Just write it down. Let your mind breathe. All right. I'm all into Jim Rohn and Les Brown. Come on. Smooth mix. I played those on episodes like way down there. The dance music to Jim Rohn, the dance music to Les Brown. The Les Brown record just came out. It's hot. It's motivated me. And hopefully this will be a reminder to you. If you don't know about Jim Rohn, it's Jim, Jim, and then Rohn, Rohn. Put it in YouTube. Get it on Google Play. Wherever you get your fine music. I mean, there's Audible. You can't go wrong listening to Jim Rohn. It just takes everything into perspective. And you listen. And Les Brown, man, he is the motivator. man. Anyway, I saw he's still alive. Jim Rome passed, but Les Brown is still around, and he was live the other day on Facebook, and it blew my mind. And I was like, and he was with his son. It was an interesting kind of dialect, but he still drops it hot. So make sure. Also, stay ready. That's, right now we're in a difficult time. You need to have your ducks in a row. You need to have your finances in a row. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. You know that you should have some savings, maybe $1,000. Maybe you should have your contractor list a little bit deeper. Things are going to change here in the next couple of weeks, months. And that electrician that you've been falling in love with has been giving you the good prices. His prices may double pretty soon. You need to be deep on your team, your partner, your friends, the people that you rely on. Take inventory, get ready. Things are going to change. Stay ready. Stay ready. Be on the swivel. Get your goals organized and written down and stay ready. And then I had a new one. And then I'm going to end with this. Just recently, I got a spin bike. I had an old school spin bike, which was very awesome. But it didn't have a few things that I wanted, so I stepped up as soon as the pandemic came, and boom, I was like, I know it's gonna be a lockdown. I'm gonna crush it at the crib, and I just been falling in love with this little game called Zwift, ZWIFT. You can run in it, and you can bike in it. I'm telling you, it is a game changer if you need some motivation. If you need something to get you to get working, I'm telling you, I woke up at 5 o'clock. I'm telling you, I haven't woke up at 5 o'clock. In so many months, I can't even remember. I used to be a daily grinder, and I've just been on this like weird journey right now. But today, I woke up at 4:30 trying to chase a race in Asia, and I missed it by 1 minute, which got me so hot because I had to sync my Bluetooth up, and I changed my tablet, but that don't matter. But I did wait for 20 more minutes, and I rode 20 miles, and I'm telling you, it wasn't easy. It was tough. I burned like 1,000 calories, but it was motivating. You got to find what works for you. Now I feel like I'm in this virtual game. I feel very competitive. Some dude from Asia tried to pass me. I'm like, oh no, you didn't, Japan. Here comes Big VC. I'm coming knocking on your savvy door, baby. And so you got to twist. You got to challenge yourself. You got to have relationships. You got to ask people what's working. I noticed that when I post things on Facebook, people don't even acknowledge. It's fascinating. People don't acknowledge health, and those are not the people that I want to be hanging out with. Because right now I want to be healthy. I want to be there for my children. I want to make a bigger impact, and making a bigger impact may not be with dollars and bills. It could be just one person. It could be one person that you're a catalyst to, and I hope that I'm a catalyst to you. I hope that this podcast, this session, whatever you want to call it, will motivate you. There's got to be at least one nugget on this mother that got you juicy. You're like, yes, I could do it. That's right, you can. And if someone says that you can't, drop them like it's hot.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.